If you're about to build a website for your business, I highly encourage you to quickly watch this video so that you can learn the 7 priorities that you need to focus on when building out your website to make sure that it's actually going to work for you in getting new clients. Hi, I'm Susan Friesen with eVision Media, and today's e-tip is all about your website in the building process so that you can plan correctly in making sure that it is set up to appeal to your ideal client so that they will then convert into an actual paying client. First thing, the number one thing that you want to take into consideration is that on your website, it has to be clear as to why somebody should be doing business with you. In other words, you need to showcase your unique selling position. Whatever it is that makes you different from your competitors, that needs to be showcased on your website so that your potential clients come there and they can see that you're not just like everybody else, that you can bring something new and unique to the table that they will want to take advantage. The second thing is to make sure that you are clear on what you offer. Many times websites are not all that clear. You understand what it is that you're offering, but when it comes to the languaging on your website, you have to make sure that you're reading it and writing it in terms of if a complete stranger who didn't know who you were read this, will they clearly understand what it is that you do? And it's amazing how many times I see a website that doesn't make that clear. And then when you ask the website owner, well, they think it's perfectly clear, and that's because they already know. Their brain fills in the blanks. So you need to look at your website as if a complete stranger went to it, and is it abundantly clear what you offer them. And then that also leads into the third thing, which is completely understanding who it is that you work with. So even describe it in detail. I work with, and list the kind of ideal client that you came up with when you did your target market analysis, so that the person who is reading that can resonate with what you are saying. Wow, she or he is describing me to a T, and yes, I know I'm in the right place now. That's what you want the visitor to your website to be thinking, so that they will be compelled to continue to watch, read what's going on, and see if you are going to offer them a solution to what it is that they have a problem for. Which leads me to number 4, which is to make sure that it's clear on what kinds of problems that you are providing solutions for. Many people are coming looking to find a solution for something that they are experiencing. And so it's your job to make sure that you list, that you understand what it is that they are experiencing, and this is how what you offer is going to help them with that. You're going to be problem solving for them. You're going to be offering them a solution to whatever it is that they need a solution for. Now, the next thing, the number 5 thing that you want to make sure you have on your website is a clear call to action. You want to make sure that whatever page the user is on, you want to make sure that you are leading them into the right direction at the bottom of that page, which is called a call to action. I've read the page, now what do you want? So that can be directing people to your contact page, to offer a free consultation, to go to your online store. Whatever it is, that call to action needs to be clear. And of course, one of your primary call to actions should be, and this leads me to number 6, is a free giveaway. Because the stats do say that the odds of somebody coming to your website and immediately converting into a paying customer are quite low. So you as a website owner and the business owner, you need to come up with some way to capture that person's name and email address so that they will get into your mailing list, and you can then continue to follow up with them and build that know, like, and trust factor with them so that eventually they will end up being a paying client. So having a free giveaway on your website is also really important, and I've talked about that before on what types of free giveaways you can be offering, so go check out some other articles or e-tips that I've done on those. And then the last thing that you want to do is make sure that you do a follow-up. And so once people are in your mailing list, you want to be consistently following up with your list to make sure that they remember who you are, why you are doing what you're doing, that you're an expert in what you are doing, and that you are the problem solver for them. So consistent follow-up is super important. One of those ways to do a consistent follow-up is have an autoresponder series, a quick email sequence that will lead people through after they have signed up for your free giveaway. And then on top of that, you'll also want to have a consistent newsletter so that on an ongoing basis, you're always in front of them, reminding them of you and your expertise. So those are the 7 things that you want to make sure that you have in place for your new website or your existing website. And that will help you get those visitors that are coming to your website to convert into paying clients. So if you have any questions at all about your website, please leave a comment below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button. And I do a new tip once a week. And also go ahead and subscribe to my newsletter, because speaking of consistent follow-up, I have a weekly newsletter every Tuesday morning specifically created for entrepreneurs and brand new business owners, helping them with their online marketing and social media efforts. And there's lots of valuable information in those newsletters. So go ahead and subscribe to that. And that's it for today's e-tip, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.